Good morning, my name is Adriana, and this is the last week of SPOOKOPLATHON. So we are in the final stretch of it now. I think I'm definitely on track to finish, probably not on track to do another roll. So I think I will probably just stick with my original TBR of 7 books, but the last 2 books I have are King of Scars, which I am 37% of the way through, and Lucky Red, which I am listening to on audiobook and am 50% of the way through. So should fairly easily be able to get through the rest of these this week. Kind of a weird week for me. I'm only working Monday through Thursday, and then Thursday night my husband and I are taking a red-eye flight over to Columbus, Ohio to go visit a friend for Halloween weekend. Normally I get a lot of reading done on a flight, but because it's a red-eye, I'm gonna be definitely trying to sleep on the plane, so I probably need to get my physical book mostly read this week, Monday through Thursday, because I'm not gonna be able to do much reading on the flight. And once we are in Columbus, it's gonna be hanging out with friends, not a whole lot of time to read. So there is a bit of a push there, a little bit of tension in the room, if you will. So as far as book updates, where I am currently at, like I said, I'm like 37-ish% into King of Scars. I'm not quite sure I know what the plot is, but it just has been a lot of setup so far to really figure out what our main problem we're dealing with is. So it seems like, I don't want to say too much because I feel like even talking anything about this book spoils 2 different series. Like, there's spoilers for the Shadow and Bone series, as well as spoilers for Six of Crows. So I don't want to say too much, except that I'm, at this point, not sure why people dislike this book so much. I think part of it might be it is like a multiple perspective story, kind of like Six of Crows was, and this series I think was originally marketed as like Nikolai's story. He's not like the main perspective of the story. Like, we switch through, I think we see Nikolai, Zoya, and Nina. I think those are our 3 main perspectives, at least. I think there was like a one-off at the beginning, but yeah, so I mean, maybe that could be part of it, is that there isn't as much Nikolai as people were originally expecting. But so far, like, I'm not upset. I'm having a good time. I mean, I do enjoy this series, or I guess this universe of the Grishaverse. That's what it is. So yeah, I'm having a good time. And then the other book I am reading, Lucky Red, I'm, like I said, halfway through, and this one's really fun. It is a Western historical fiction about a girl who is traveling to the prairie with her dad. Along the way, her dad passes away, and so she's like kind of out on her own. She gets to Dodge City and gets picked up by a local whorehouse to become a prostitute, and she's living her best prostitute life. And she begins to have a discovery about herself and is having a bit of a sapphic journey and just a lot of self-discovery and dealing with those conflicting internal emotions. But it's like fun and Western, and I like it. I love a Western. It's very fun. I love a Western with a strong, capable female main character. So we are having a good time. Lucky Red I'm supposed to be reading for a revenge story. That was my role when I did my TBR for SPOOKOPLATHON. Not getting a lot of revengey vibes, but like, it happens. Like, whatever. So I knew it was going to be a bit of a stretch from the start. I thought we might get some sort of revengey plot thing because it is a Western, but so far have not had strong revenge vibes. I think I said this in the last vlog. The best revenge is a life well lived. So if we can get Bridget, our main character, living her best life, that is revenge. But yeah, it is Monday. I am working and doing my thing, and not too much exciting happening until we fly out on Thursday. But I will keep you updated on what's going on along the way. Hey, I'm just going to do a quick check-in because I need to run to the dentist and I have a massage later today, but I am about halfway through King of Scars, loving it. So much fun. I forgot how quickly I like run through these books. So fun. And then I think I'm almost about 2/3 through Lucky Red. And this girl's sapphic journey is chaotic and incredible and I love it. I love this sapphic western journey for me. So yeah, I need to go run to the dentist though, because I gotta get these stupid fucking cavities filled. Good morning. It is Wednesday. This week is going by fast and slow, but anyway, speaking of fast, my afternoon yesterday was a lot. I mean, I checked in and said I was going to the dentist. Successful, got 2 cavities filled back here. 0 out of 10 recommend getting cavities. Those were my first cavities I ever had in my entire life, and it is not great. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. Don't ever want to do that again. Unfortunately, I feel like I have really good oral hygiene and I still got cavities. So I don't know how I'm going to avoid that going forward. Anyway, post cavity, I think I had like an hour before I had to then go to a massage therapist appointment. So I went to the coffee shop and just got like an iced tea because I wanted something to drink with a straw because my lips were still kind of numb and I didn't trust myself to drink out of my water bottle. The barista was like, hey, like, do you just want to wait for, or do you want me to steep it for the full 4 minutes before I put it over ice? And I was like, yeah, that'd probably make it taste better because like it'll be able to steep and like have the correct flavor profile, whatever. So I like go sit in the corner and then like shortly after I show up, this other dude shows up and is like, oh, like I don't know what I want yet, like just give me a minute and like I'm gonna think about it. Which is like, it's a coffee shop, dude, like get your act together. And then this gal walks in and she's like, hey, do you guys sell wine? And he goes, oh yeah, we have some bottles over here and some bottles over here. They're all from like local wineries or whatever. So she picks out a bottle, hands him the ID. He looks at it, does the sale, she walks away. And then like 30 seconds later, another dude walks in and is like, hey, I'm officer blah, blah, blah. You just sold alcohol to a minor. So I guess like this was like a whole sting operation. Like the first guy who walked in was like there to be like a witness to like the guy actually selling, the barista actually selling it to the girl. And she had just handed him an ID with a birthday that showed she wasn't 21 yet. And he just sold her the booze. I'm like, this is crazy. This is all within the 4 minutes it took for my iced tea to steep. Like, this was all just wild. So, you know, I mean, that does kind of put things in perspective. I was feeling bad about my cavities, but at least I didn't break the law. I mean, it was just like officers from like the liquor board, I guess. So they're going to like give them fines against the business. I don't really know. But that was wild. And then I had my massage and it hurt like a bitch. And then it was like already really late and I didn't feel like doing anything. And so my husband and I just vegged out on the couch and watched many episodes of Our Flag Means Death because that's our newest obsession. But moving on from crazy life into what I am reading, I had mentioned that like I'm still really enjoying King of Scars. I just don't really see like why people dislike this so much. I mean, I guess I'll like wait till the ending and like kind of reserve my judgment till then, but like I'm really enjoying it so far. Like we're getting a lot of Nikolai, we're digging into some trauma. Yeah, I'm having a good time. We're getting a lot of like world building into like the religious aspect that I feel like we haven't necessarily gotten as much in the other books. Like I'm vibing. I'm doing great. And then Lucky Red, we finally got to a revenge plot. So I'm feeling better about that book. Like we are in a revenge scenario now. Not necessarily the main character doing the revenge. It is a side character doing a revenge, but the main character now might do a, you know, revenge, which is a very Western theme. Like you just start out like escalating the revenge until somebody is probably gonna die. I imagine. And I definitely think I will be able to get both these done within my readathon time, which is great considering I was not sure that that was going to be able to happen. The plan for today is just to get some work done and I guess start packing for our trip. Good times had by all. Okay, I just made it to part 3 of Lucky Red, and I am 10 minutes early for my flu shot appointment because I forget that the clinic is only 4 minutes from my house. So now seems like a good time to do a little bit of an update. Bridget has royally messed things up for this brothel. It's bad. It's bad news bears. It's no good. I think this is gonna be the final tick to get her kicked out of this house, and she's gonna have to go on her own. I hope this is where she starts to get some revenge, because like nothing has really been her fault. Like it's all been consequences of her own actions, but like it's not, she hasn't been malicious. She hasn't done anything like out of pocket, really. She just made some decisions that a young, naive girl would probably make. So yeah, that's where we're at there. Like I said, I am currently at the clinic about to go get a flu shot. My mom invited me to go to this like women's health talk thing that the hospital puts on, I think like once a month or once every other month. So that's kind of why I'm all like done up, because I do want to try to go to that tonight, but it just kind of depends on how much my husband and I have to do to get our house and our camper winterized, because it's gonna freeze this weekend while we're out and away from the house. So I'd like to not come back to a broken camper or a broken house. So we kind of need to see what's up there, but I'm mostly packed. I guess I will go walk into my appointment. And I did bring my e-reader with me so I can read in the waiting room / in the room while I'm waiting for the nurse to jab me.
I like to use a physical fitness analogy. When we're, let's say, average physical fitness. Right?
Good morning. So yesterday was a fairly eventful day with both of my shots getting done and then going to like this speaker thing that my mom invited me to. It was like kind of 2 women talking on the power of positive thinking, kind of, but also like mostly recognizing negative emotions and like not making decisions based off negative emotions. So yeah, I mean, it was kind of interesting, but I did win a little raffle prize. I got like this skincare thing from one of the estheticians that was there raffling stuff off. So got some skincare things, some brow gel things, and also a gift certificate for a free facial. So I haven't gotten a facial in a good long while, so it'd be fun to go do that at some point. I am feeling a little under the weather, and I can't tell if it's just the 2 glasses of wine I had last night or like I'm having a bit of a reaction to the vaccines, because I think I did have like a pretty significant reaction to the second COVID shot. I had the Johnson & Johnson, and I think the second one did kind of mess me up a little bit. So I could be having a reaction to that, because like I've definitely had 2 glasses of wine over the course of 3 hours before and not felt crappy. So I don't really know, but I'm not feeling 100%, which is not ideal because I was hoping to like get a lot of stuff done today. But I do need to wash my hair before we take off on this trip. I do need to give myself a manicure and trim my nails down because they are way too long and very prone to breakage at this length. But yeah, we'll see how much I actually manage to get done. Okay, we are rapidly approaching the end of the workday. I showered and put my hair up in some heatless curler things. Basically gonna try to wear this until we get to the airport. And then hopefully it's like mostly set by the time we get to the airport. I don't know, maybe I'll wear it through the airport. It's like, our flight's at like 11 p.m. so there can't be that many people going through. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how bold I am when we get to the airport. while I was like showering and whatnot, I did finish Lucky Red. It is an intense revenge plot right there at the end. So fun. Sapphic Western is like probably one of my absolute favorite genres. It's just so good. I'm a big old fan. If you are a Sapphic Western fan, I would definitely recommend. I think that's where we're at with Lucky Red. How far into King of Scars are we? I'm on page 400 out of 657, which puts us a little, that might put us right at like 60%. That puts us at 62%. Hopefully we'll be able to get through this in a reasonable amount of time. Let's see, when did I start this? Let's do some math. I started this on the 20th. So in 6 days, I've read 60%. I have like 5 more days of October. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight, but we're gonna do our best. We're gonna try to finish it. I mean, I'm also like super duper enjoying it, so like that is helpful in getting through it quicker. I still don't understand why people don't like this book. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Today being Thursday, we are leaving here at like 8 p.m.-ish and flying out late. We will show up in Columbus early in the morning. What else do I have to say? I don't think I have a whole lot else to say. I'm gonna finish out my workday and then get back to reading. We made it to my friend's house. My husband and said friend are going out to the convenience store to get orange juice for mimosas, and I'm hanging back and reading, but the flight went okay-ish, I guess. I don't know. Flights are flights. I hate airplanes, but whatever, it's fine. But yeah, I think the plan for today is mostly just like chill, maybe go to some bars tonight, then tomorrow's the big Halloween-y day. Hello, I just finished King of Scars, which I enjoyed it a lot. I don't understand why people don't like it. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch some reviews that people did like closer to when it first came out to really get a feel for that, but I really enjoyed it. I had a good time. I love all of these characters. I love their interactions. I am excited to read the next one, but I probably will be waiting to do that until January timeframe because there will be another round of Squash That Series, and it seems like a good book to read for Squash That Series. But yeah, and like we're nearing toward the end of this trip too. My husband is flying back home tomorrow. I'm flying off on a work trip. Everything's kind of coming to a close for this Spookopoly adventure. I read all of the books I rolled for, which is super great. I enjoyed, I think, all of the books I read too, which is also super great. I've had a great October. Good times, had by all. This trip has been super fun. Unexpected Shania Twain concert, drag shows, probably too much drinking, but it happens. So that is, I think, the end of this vlog. I'm going to sign off. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.